fit for a king, and it cost a bit of a royal fortune. A Canadian dentist recently paid $10,000 for a dental crown that once belonged to music legend Elvis Presley. But it's not the first time he's made headlines for buying a piece of molar memorabilia. In November, he spent a record $31 grand on one of John Lennon's rotten teeth. Dr. Michael Zook is the proud owner, and he joins us from Edmonton this morning to tell us more about his rather, shall we say, unique collection. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you doing?
I'm very well. You know, when you talk collections, people collect stamps or they collect coins or something. You collect celebrity teeth. How did this start?
Well, I guess I just saw it in the news coming up with the John Lennon tooth, and once I got that one, I got so much press that I got addicted to it. So it's just spread to the Elvis thing next.
Yeah, and you're talking about John Lennon's rotten tooth. Do you have that with you?
I do.
Can we see it? Yes, please. Can you hold it up for us?
I got it right here.
And you think that was worth 31 grand?
Well, it's probably worth a lot more than that. I was offered more than I paid very quickly afterwards, so.
Wow, that's unbelievable. So tell us the story behind John Lennon's tooth, and then we'll get to Elvis's crown.
Okay, well, in short, the tooth was given to John Lennon's housekeeper from John Lennon himself as a little memento. And the housekeeper gave it to the daughter, and she kept it in the family for all these years. Moved to Canada, moved back to the UK, and the housekeeper's 90 years old now, and I guess for health reasons, they ended up deciding to sell it, and they got some pretty good money for it, and threw in a little extra memento with Julian Lennon's tooth too. So it's a baby tooth that nobody knows about.
Wow, and I understand that this might qualify you for a Guinness World Record. Which one?
I think it should be the most paid for a human tooth.
so
you know, the things you got to do these days.
I guess so. So from that to Elvis's dental crown, what's the story behind Elvis's crown?
Well, Elvis's crown, this is a spare crown. When Elvis's dentist was always on call, Elvis would occasionally crack his porcelain crown, so he'd take the mic and bump himself in the mouth, so the dentist would have to have a spare one ready, and apparently this is the one just waiting for Elvis for the next time he broke it, and the family kept it in the dentist's office, and once the dentist passed away, they sold it to another dentist in Michigan, and he ended up hearing how much I spent for the Lennon tooth, so he decided to put this one up for auction, and it just so happened that I ended up picking this one up too.
And do you put these things on display in your dental office?
No, I don't. I took some photos of the John Lennon tooth, and I have a few of those up in the office. But I'm a little bit nervous. I did walk around with John Lennon in my pocket yesterday, but aside from that, I generally just keep them stored away.
So I'm so curious to know what kind of reaction you get from your family, from your friends, and from your clients. What do they say to you, Dr. Zook?
Well, mostly they're kind of joking around. They think it's kind of cool to be famous. Again, not everyone has a dentist who was in Time magazine and on joked about on Jay Leno and the Ridiculous and that kind of thing. So it's just huge amount of publicity. So that's kind of fun. But in short, there hasn't been anything too negative about it. But I'm sure people could say that there's other ways a person could spend their money, but I'm more than happy with the purchases.
And I was reading, too, that your wife was watching some TV. She was watching a reality show, and that turned into an idea to make Lennon DNA jewelry. Tell me about that.
Yeah, well, I was always thinking, once I got the tooth, I always was thinking the DNA story and have a twist on that. But to be able to actually wear a piece of celebrity DNA is something that came to mind. And because I wanted to hook up with a rock star type of jeweler who would be suitable, watching the Housewives program, my wife saw this pendant that she thought was really cool, so I checked him out, and of course I had to buy her the pendant as a bit of a consolation gift, and it led to an agreement where we're working with a jeweler that is in Los Angeles, and he's got this cool design I worked with him on, and called the John Lennon DNA pendant tribute.
Okay, so fun to talk to you. Thanks so much for coming on.
Thank you.
Coming up on Canada AM, the Muppets.